What's up, stranger?
Stress. Been looking for work.
What you looking for?
2 ounces of hard white.
Bitch.
People are always asking me, Kiki, the books that you write, is that about you? Is that about your life? I used to rob drug dealers. I used to traffic drugs. I was a savage. I used to get it, and I didn't care who I got it from.
I've been looking for you for 2 weeks. Where is my money?
And now I can sit here and show you guys a glimpse of my life before I turned it around.
I'm gonna ask you one more time, Kiki. Think hard, all right? Where's my goddamn money at?
Chastity, the social media influencer and rockstar killer. Maria, from Miami. And Lucy, aspiring actress. Sydney, hip-hop lover and writer, so I'm told. And my quiet one, Mackenzie. Well, hello ladies. I'm Bella. I have a question for everyone. Why do you think rich men cheat? Control.
I'm going home.
Don't go.
Attention.
You bring the total package to the table. You just need the right friends.
Are you my friend?
No, but you can be mine.
And power.
I stuck my neck out for you.
Thank you!
And I pulled the strings to get you onto this show.
Take all three away, and he becomes desperate.
So, what's with the apples?
Well, it represents knowledge, wisdom, beauty, and power. Here, you will learn how to gain ownership of all.
I'm gonna send you the money for the ticket, and I already have your room set up at the Palms.
You do that, babe. Because once you have possession of the apple, no man alive will have power over you.
You make it sound so easy.
Oh, it's not easy.
Brett, look, I'm sorry.
Save it! Save it!
I get no auditions.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
I get no callbacks.
I really need to get upstairs. They stole all my money.
I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you're no better than the rest of us.
Right now they have a do not disturb until this afternoon. If they call you, great.
How is he gonna call me if he doesn't?
If not, charge it to the game.
Make no mistake, ladies. In order to succeed in this game, you must be willing to play it out till the very end.
This business is all types of savage. What are you doing?
But if you follow my blueprint, I guarantee you will become a millionaire within the next 3 years. Possibly way earlier. So, are you ready to take that step?
Another day, another dollar. Ain't about money, don't you holler. 100 miles and racing, and that money conversation been my only motivation, yeah.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Catherine Nunez, and you're watching Real Talk with the director and the counsel on the IE Network.
Real Talk.
Hey, I'm Gina Lou, and you're listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
Hey, what's up? It's Logan Browning, and you're listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
Real Talk.
Hi, this is Alana De La Garza, and you're listening to Real Talk with the director on Dollhouse Radio.
Hi, I'm Diane Franklin from Better Off Dead and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. You're listening to Real Talk with the director on Dollhouse Radio.
Hi, this is Monique Capri, and you are watching Real Talk with the director on Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, I'm Stormy Maya, and you are listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
This is Vicky Judy. Orange is the new black, and I'm here with Real Talk.
Yo, what up? This is Jay Ellis, and you're watching Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio. Keep it locked.
Hi, I'm Rita Parks. You're listening to Real Talk Radio with the Director. Hey, I'm Issa Rae, and you're watching Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Nothing more, nothing less. What's going on? Welcome to another edition of Real Talk, the final show for 2024. Real Talk brought you each. I'm the director, of course, and we're with you for the next 120 minutes or so. Real Talk's brought to you each and every Monday by B2S Media. We broadcast live via the World Wide Web on youtube.com/IE network. And of course, the social network itself, Facebook, aka Meta. What's going on? Happy Happy New Year. Late Merry Christmas to everybody. As you can see, I'm a little bit, not just a little bit, quite under the weather. But you know, I'm here for y'all. I actually spent Christmas in the hospital this Christmas. Not a very ideal place to be for Christmas. And yeah. So caught the flu, triggers my asthma, and I'm spending Christmas night. I did get a chance to see my daughter open up her presents, which was cool. That was good. But Christmas night, instead of having turkey and all that, I was having pot roast from the cafeteria at the hospital. Shout out to Piedmont Hospital. They tried to make things nice for me there. But yeah, man, so we wanted to do our end of the year, our year-end review show. Where we will definitely give y'all some of our top films of the year. Films, TV series, the best, the worst, the good, the bad, the ugly. Of course, we got our boy 42 back. You know what I mean? He's kind of won our hearts over here where he came through as a guest, and we we embrace him because he's a very embraceable dude. He's knowledgeable. He doesn't say stupid shit. It's just like, that's what it is. And so yeah, man, we have him back, and we're gonna go over our lists. We're just gonna talk about how this whole crazy year rounded out in entertainment, mostly in film and television entertainment. We had some good, there was some good stuff that went on this year. A couple of bombs, a couple of sleepers, some good writing, some good TV series this year. Scripted television is back. I mean, it's been back, I think, but it's back. Like they're taking their time, I'm like, they're taking their time. I felt like saying they're eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. No, they're taking their time. They're writing the stories. And they're not eating the dogs. They're writing stories and doing their thing. So most definitely, I'm pretty impressed with Dexter Original Sin. I'm liking that. I like what they're doing. They were able to take a show. It's hard to please a fandom of a show. Now I haven't looked in and I don't see how the fandoms have been going, but I am part of the Dexter fandom, and so far so good with this new show. It's like a prequel show It's entitled Dexter Original Sin, but it has all of the feeling and tone of the actual show, the original show. All new cast, with the exception of what's the guy's name, Michael whatever, who is the original voice of Dexter. He still narrates the show, which I thought was brilliant to do. So you got the new actors, all replacing the actors that we all know, characters. Good casting, and so far they've been executed very good. Like, there's some characters that they're really nailing the essence. I mean, these actors, the younger actors, are nailing the essence of their characters that we met so many years ago in the Dexter series. So that's what's up. The Agency is a decent show. You know, starting off, star-studded cast. Pretty solid so far. I'm liking it. And I tell you another thing this year, animated series and shows have been doing their thing. You got X-Men 97 was excellent this year. I mean, it was brilliant writing. Creature Commandos, not bad writing. I always say James Gunn is a good writer. I'm not the biggest fan of the Creature Commandos, characters, but the writing is solid. I'm not gonna lie to you. As far as animated goes, that new animated Batman series, I was on the fence with that. I actually don't like the animation on it, but I think the writing was decent on it. Yeah. So that's what's up. Shout out to the chat room. Everybody's there. I'm gonna bring in Jedi Council in a moment. Shout out to my Minnesota Vikings. As you can see, we're all decked out here. Boom, boom, skull. That's right. Skull, baby. We are one game away for the number one seed in the NFC. And we coming. Lions. Coming for that number one spot. So Lions are playing tonight as well. But even if they lose tonight and they beat us next Sunday night, they'll still get the number one seed because they would hold the tiebreakers. But it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, man, it's we're gonna go into the weekend recap. It's brought to you by boxofficemojo.com for the weekend of December 27th through the 29th. Number 5 is Moana 2, made $18.9 million over this Christmas weekend, after Christmas weekend. Brings the worldwide total right now to $883 million and some change. That's Moana. Wicked, $19.7 million over that weekend, bringing the worldwide total to $635 million, $0.4 million. Nosferatu, $21.7 million domestic over the weekend. It only made about $3 million over the international. And as we all predicted or was afraid of, it's their opening weekend was December 25th. So they made $43 million, almost $44 million worldwide opening weekend. And it opened in just under 3,000 theaters, which I don't understand that either. Why? Maybe because it was Christmas. Something that we talked about, but we'll get back into that. Number 2 is Mufasa the Lion King, made $36.8 million over the weekend, bringing the worldwide total at $327.5 million. And the number 1 movie for this weekend recap is Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which made $37 million on that weekend. It's now at a worldwide total of $210 million. It opened December 20th. So there you go. That is your weekend recap for the weekend of December 27th through the 29th. Brought to you by BoxOfficeMojo.com. That's what's up. So check it out. We got our Jedi Council. They're on deck. We got our young Padawan 42. He's on deck. And we're going to bring him in and join us in today. Like I said, everyone, I may have a few. I may pop out here, pop out there, mute myself here, mute myself there, so I'm not coughing over the airwaves. I'm still getting a lot of that stuff out of you, man. That flu gave me the 1-2. Boom, boom. But, I'm here. Thank goodness. I'm here. God is good. So, I got my Jedi Council with me. Let's bring them in. Yeah, you're in the building. And of course, whatever it is, our boy 42. What's going on?
What's going on, everybody? What's up? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Everybody make sure they be safe. I tell you right now, 2024, it's not gone yet. Got another day or two, day and a half, whatever, it'll be gone. And hopefully it don't, let it go out quietly. Weird.
You know what, man? I gotta say this because you got that jersey on. I know the New York football fans are pissed today. Pissed, right? You got the guy they drafted number 1, right? That they threw off the team. Now that team is about to go, they 14-2 right now. Might win the division. Might be the number 1 seed. And then the other team who was very fitting that yesterday, they put that back up there that they got off of them, the Giants, Mr. Barkley. They said, the team was all about Jones. He hit 2,000 yards, $2,000. Might get the record next Sunday.
It's possible against the Giants.
Again, listen, I was watching First Take this morning. They were saying, should he play? I said, you know what? If they have him play all next Sunday, that'd be the greatest revenge football game ever made.
It would. They just gotta be careful. Hopefully the Giants
team that dumped you.
Hopefully the Giants don't get don't try to get dirty and hurt them and nothing. But I think if I'm him, he said he's gonna do what the coach says. If the coach doesn't play him, he's not gonna He's gonna
play him. The coach gonna play him. He may not only play. He may only play him a half, right? Yeah. And if he's like, I think if he's like, I'm gonna say if he's about 40 yards away at the end of the half, you're gonna put him back in the third quarter to get that record. Yeah. But once he get the record, you're gonna pull him out.
Pull him out. Yep.
Pull him out.
Yep. So 42. How you doing, sir? Welcome back. Unmute yourself. See if I can unmute you. Why are you muted? I can't hear you.
You're 42, you're muted.
There we go.
Are we better?
There you go.
You're good.
I said, you notice it says not yet a Jedi.
Not yet a Jedi. I see that. You're not a Jedi yet.
Working on it. I'm working on it.
Hey, how come me and Kev, we don't have
I'm surrounded by
masters
greatness
underneath us? I'm just curious. How come we don't have masters underneath us?
That's up to you. You got to put it in there. You have the option.
It's all on you, man. That's on you.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. Do you not think you're a master?
You can make yourself Master Jedi if you want. You can just call yourself whatever you want.
Yeah. So 42. How was your holiday, sir?
It was in par with yours, unfortunately. The day before Christmas, I spent in the hospital. I still got bruising, unfortunately, from this.
Oh man, you guys all right?
Yeah, we
this
got
trip to the hospital.
Right? Yeah.
So I'm feeling you, man. I can tell you, having compassion for you for that is like 150%, bro. I can tell you right now. I'm tired of being a human pincushion. I'm so tired of all that crap. But
yeah, man.
Yeah, we on the mend. We're doing the best we can. That's all we can do.
You tired of it? Shit.
Yeah, it's been a rough year. Kev, how's your?
And then while I'm sick, I'm trying to catch up on these.
With Kev, but go ahead, 42.
While I'm sick, I'm trying to catch up on these movies and series and stuff, like watching different platforms, and some of them, like, man, I wasn't missing a whole lot. Some of it was really bad, like seriously.
Yeah, some of it was bad. There's been some bad stuff out there. I'm appreciating the good stuff, but there's definitely been some not so good stuff out there.
I watched that
movie wise,
Emilia
not good.
Perez. It was okay, I guess.
Which one?
Emilia Perez. I started seeing it was on all these top 10 lists. I said, let me check this out. I mean, it was good, but I didn't see what the whole hype-ish was for it. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I thought Zoe Saldana was good in it, but I just didn't. I guess the subject matter was why everybody was so impressed with it, right? Because it is a really heavy subject matter. I mean, but I just thought the movie itself was good, but not epic, so to speak.
Well, there go Joe. Shout out to Joseph Tanner and everyone in the chat room. Joseph put it out there right away, Ralph. He said, "I'm not sure about Nosferatu being released on Christmas Day."
It was like I was waiting for it too, but Christmas Day was a weird release, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say this, and this is something I have said before. When like you guys are sitting there talking about like they need to listen to the fans, and I sat there and say, you know, you can't listen to fans because like Parcel says, once you start listening to the fans, you sitting on the sidelines. I was very adamant.
They run you. That's right. They run you then.
Now, I was very adamant saying I thought they were wrong releasing it on Christmas Day, but you took in $42 million on Christmas.
Even though they ran it on Christmas Day, damn straight.
They ran on Christmas Day. So see, obviously, I may not have known.
But what if they had released it like a week earlier? What would they have hit? Like, let's be fair. You know what I mean? They might have hit better numbers, even to be fair.
Yeah, maybe
that's a possibility.
Before.
It is a possibility, but you know, I was talking.
But 42 million is nothing to sneeze at either. But
no, I was talking to a friend of mine said, "Listen, that would now he's a movie insight. He said that was a good release date because you got two major holidays right there. You got so the box office will not
Monkey
New Year's will start counting on Wednesday to Sunday. There's a bit of more, a couple more viewers in there. People are still out, and you know the clear matter is that we've all seen Wicked or Moana.
Yeah.
Then you got the other two kid movies that just came out. So adults are saying, hey,
I'm not gonna lie, Moana was good. The new Moana was good. It was really good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
But the parents are saying,
I think
we
well
want
done.
something for us. We need something for us right now. So you got Nosferatu. Which I liked. I liked it. I was thoroughly.
I mean, Nosferatu is based on the original silent film, right? So now they're trying to bring back. They're trying to bring back a lot of this culture, this film culture, because I mean, Nosferatu is a very old foreign film, and it's
which is
that's quite a
like
shadow to walk in.
One. Yeah, exactly. It kind of it was the German take on Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, the Bram Stoker style Dracula.
Yeah,
but he was the first one to give it this like horribly disfigured look. He wasn't like he wasn't charming like Bela Lugosi. He wasn't at all.
But
even that, he was horrific. He was scary. He was sneaking around everywhere he went. He was a different kind of vampire. Yeah.
But even that first black and white one still touched you. If you grew up in the 80s and the 70s,
that shit was scary. You kidding me?
That's
old silent film is scary.
Yeah, and you watch Channel 13 on Halloween, where they did the Monster Marathon of movie. That was one of those movies. And let me tell you something, man. That thing touched me in a way that I can't explain. And then you had Salem's Lot. And
Salem's Lot was the same kind of vampires. They were scary.
Yeah.
When
Salem's Lot also had. Yeah, he
shit
had that
horrified me as a child.
They kind of, it became the Nosferatu kind of became like almost like a category of vampire, through the years. So you got, and I don't remember that. What was that show, Kev? You'll probably remember it. It was a show, and they had different factions of vampires. And the main guy was a regular, like the good looking vampire guy.
I remember this too.
Sure. There was like a faction, and then they had a Nosferatu faction where all of them.
Yeah, they had the Nosferatu, which were the like disfigured vampires, like real vampire-y vampires.
Right. Then they had
the Malkavians, which are the crazy ones, right? The absolutely
crazy
nuts.
ones. They're the ones that were like running the night clubs and running
The
all
handsome ones, the charismatic ones, right?
Yeah, they had all. I can't remember the name of that. It might be Kindred the Embrace. That was the name.
Kindred the Embrace. Right, it was based on the White Wolf series, the Vampire White Wolf series.
Yeah. Kindred the Embraced. Yep.
Based on the tabletop gaming series. Yeah, that was really good actually.
And the Nosferatu clan always had to be in hiding because they
were allergic to sunlight. They had all the bad things.
Yeah. So that's what's up. If someone may ask a question, haven't seen the new Venom. What about y'all? You ain't missed nothing.
Okay. It was all right.
You missed nothing.
I think
very wimpy shit went out to my personal view.
CGI wise, it was pretty impressive.
And miss me with Venom until it becomes free. I'm sorry, I'm done with it.
Easy.
Yeah. So, but
there's a critical review right there.
There's a critical review. Yeah, Nosferatu. I'm pulling for it. That's a nice start. Let's hope that
I'm pulling for it too. I was ambitious about it. I was feeling good about seeing it.
I saw it, man. I was impressed, and I mean,
it was good.
It was really good. I mean, it didn't have a lot of gore in it. It just had a lot of suspense. It had some jump scares. But I was.
Did they follow through with a lot of the tradition of the original when they did this?
Yes, it did, and they even made it look like it was back to the 1927. Black
I love that. That's true stuff.
Beautiful.
It just looked like to me. It looked like an oil painting / AI spread out in front of you. It was like, wow.
I can't imagine directing like a 1927 silent film and have to deal with those lighting issues that you had, but to still give it that dark, creepy look, to have them disappear into the shadows and still catch that stuff was amazing. Like unreal for that era. Unreal.
Oh yeah.
And I gotta give it up for Lily Rose. I'm not the biggest Lily Depp Rose fan, right? Mm-hmm. But I thought that she was good in this. That crap on HBO was garbage. No. But
and the Lost Boys were good vampires too.
Yeah, this one she was pretty good. She was good in this. And I didn't know the guy playing Dracula is Bill Skarsgård.
Fantastic.
That played it. That he was the one that played. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, so he I guess he's
a very good character actor. He's kind of coming like a Gary Oldman type of actor where he can kind of step into different characters.
Bill Skarsgård is always good at that. Always good at that. Always good at that. It's not really hard for them to really do these pieces with the old techniques from back in the day. It's just a point of financing it. They don't want to finance it like the TV show Dracula that was on NBC. That shit was.
I remember that a long time ago. I remember that.
Oh my God, that thing was fire. And it was. And then poof, and they said
it was too good for TV. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that it wasn't that it was too good for TV. It was period pieces are expensive.
Yeah.
And to do it every season, I think Hollywood hasn't found a way, especially with television. They haven't found a way to balance out period pieces. They seem like they always have to fill them with people and extras and all of the glamour and
Right, there's got to be
grit.
1,000 people on set. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
it
the
doesn't.
problem,
You don't necessarily need that if you understand the camera angles that you want, if you understand the subjects that you want and the shots that you're taking, you can eliminate a lot of that stuff and just do it. I mean, not to say to do it guerrilla style, but almost like, okay, we know we need 30 extras and the principal actors. Okay, we're going to cut that down to 15 extras and we're just going to well place them. And some of them we're going to have them doing, I mean, if you're really good with your camera and if you're really good with your choreography of your set and how everything runs, you could have people doing the same thing 3 or 4 different times, 3 or 4 different ways, and the average viewer
Well,
wouldn't know it.
Yeah,
they
it
do.
changed slight
They got to
costume
do that.
changes,
Yeah,
camera angle
change
changes.
costumes, keep them background. But I
Yeah.
think the biggest expense with period pieces is actually making it believable for that time. So having the picture card,
Costuming, the proper acting.
costuming, proper, like I said, picture cards. Those are always hard to get.
Yes,
They're not hard
I
to
agree.
get. They're expensive to get. There are people that obviously there are companies that have cars from every era.
Yeah.
But you got to pay to get them.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing with that. We don't have carpenters that can't remake the wheel and remake those carriages. It's not that hard to do.
I mean, no, it's not that it's hard, but it's expensive.
It's time.
For them to do it, it's good. It's going to cost.
But I think it would be cheaper to have them made and have them on set. This is one thing that I think that Hollywood doesn't do that they should be doing. A lot of the stuff Hollywood should be holding on to this stuff so it can be regurgitated. A lot of the people who are alive, in from the 50s to the 60s, going into the 70s, most of those people are dead now, just about. So you could actually regurgitate a wagon wheel, and won't nobody know the difference.
Right. Well.
Yeah, but the problem is every time they regurgitate when they do such a bad job at it.
but see, but that's
like they got better technology and they still can't rewrite a good story. Like, because you try, everybody that is alive or has rewatched it in the youth or whatever, watching something that's old, is always going to compare it to that, right? They're going to tear that original up compared to that one because the original was epic for a reason. That's why some of these are like hard films to follow, that you don't, there's rules that you just don't go after them because they're impossible to beat. Just impossible.
Yeah.
That's true. But that's. But every few years, there's a show. We get a show that a time travel show or something like that, and they just keep, like, they want to do it. They want to consistently make it. They know that people like shows like that.
There's a fan base.
Oh, I was watching one of those, like, the Uglies, right? That was like dystopian futurist kind of thing. Again, horrible movie. Like, it's probably my top 5 bad movies of 2024 anyway. But like they at least sold the fact that it was in the future. Like, they at least sold that part of it.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, no, but every few years, man. Oh, here comes another one of those.
Another one of them
travel shows or a movie.
Right, like the Quantum Leap thing.
Yeah, they do like that.
Yeah, I never liked Quantum Leap. I never really liked Quantum Leap. It just
I love Quantum Leap.
I thought Quantum Leap was great, especially for its time. It was ahead of, it was just, the concept of it was awesome. It's they actually, what we're just talking about, they cracked the code on being able to jump between, without having a bunch of crazy effects all the time, because of the story, because of the concept of jumping consciousness, not physically like getting in a time machine and going somewhere.
Yeah,
You
and,
know.
and also with that, they were able to crack the code too, because every episode wasn't exactly a period piece. It
Nope.
was, but it wasn't the
Yeah.
same period. It was
Yeah.
Yeah.
different time periods. So
Yeah.
that's what made it work. They would jump from Kennedy being assassinated all the way back
Yeah.
to the Wild Wild West.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some
And
of the
actually, yeah.
episodes of Quantum Leap, like, I mean, I think the episode where he jumped into Lee Harvey Oswald was like,
Yeah, that was
damn,
crazy.
that was like,
That was
wow.
crazy. That was
That was
crazy.
such a great idea to do that. So yeah, that's we'll see. This year we had, it's a wild year, man. 2024. A lot of crazy stuff happening all around, but in the film world, we've had some decent stuff and some big misses this year.
I'll
So I
tell you this
really,
much: MTV Productions, yo, they got it. They got it this year. Everything that came out of MTV this year, as far as a television series, on point. The Lioness, the land, the new one, the land one with what's his face, uh, the land. What's the hell's this shit called? The land something. Uh, but they have been, MTV Productions has cracked. They've cracked it. They
okay.
got a lot of their stuff is on Paramount.
Yeah, a lot of
And
this was on Paramount. Yeah, Lionesses was good. The agency is decent. I'm starting to get into that now.
yeah, I like the
Wow,
agency. I
it's
just
looking
finished
good.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just starting it. Um, Tulsa King was awesome.
yeah, dope.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few of them, so we'll run them down. Um, and of course, we had some really bad stuff come out. I
Madam
mean,
Web.
Marvel took a lot of hits, and then it redeemed itself. Well, Marvel took the hits; they were strays. The MCU was strays to them because it was Sony that was messing everything up.
Yep.
But it
Yeah,
still falls on the Marvel, at the end of the day. So, the MCU was catching strays thanks to Sony with their ridiculous ideas.
I don't get. I just did not get Madam Web. I don't.
It was so bad.
I
It was,
don't.
jeez.
I don't
That's
understand.
in my top 5 bad ones too, Madam Web.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too, for sure.
It was bad.
For sure. For sure.
It was totally
And
unacceptable.
it really was. It
Even the
really
act. But
was.
when you have the cast saying that this was a piece of shit,
Yeah.
why did we do this?
That yeah.
That's bad. That's real bad.
By the way, we always have who's our World War II buff all the time down in the chat?
That's Joseph.
That's probably Joseph.
Right?
Yeah.
Is Joseph's here, right? Joseph's always here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's always here.
So Joseph, did you check out the 6888 yet?
Oh my God! Woo! Joseph,
Come
check
on, my
that
guy.
out.
For me to see.
Come on, my guy. Come on.
Check that. My
it
God, check that out, man.
Check out.
If you
got-
haven't, please
I'm
dive
get-
in. Please dive in.
I am getting them now. Tyler Perry, yo, this brother, he listen.
Amazing.
Say what you want. He might be female driven with all of his themes and things that he does, and it doesn't really do a lot of black male films. But man, he took this one. He bodied this one.
Joseph, you're gonna love it, brother.
Yeah. I watched it twice.
You love it.
He picked up on a lot of the truth and put it out there very well. I think it was really, really well told.
And the
Yeah,
cast.
I think that was a great it was a great move for Tyler Perry because he was taking some bullets this year. Tyler's been taking some bullets this year.
But he got
with
some
his
pretty good
movies.
stuff this year. The black
Yeah, but well, I mean, not. I mean, he was. I mean, Tyler Perry. I'll be like this. I don't even really watch Tyler Perry movies, to be honest with you, because they're pretty predictable, right? So, and Tyler, because I'm just gonna guess maybe because he, insists on writing everything. He's very redundant with a lot of his stuff. It's very predictable, and he doesn't give exposition in his stuff. He spoon feeds you dialogue, and it's not good writing at that
No,
point.
not always.
Yeah, I mean, exposition can do so much for a scene without you having to say, yeah, because you are my husband and I this, that, that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's ways of
Unnecessary
doing
dialogue.
things.
Yeah.
Unnecessary dialogue. There's ways of doing things, and for you writing buffs out there, that is called exposition.
Yep.
That's how you bring someone along in the story without holding
It's how you
their
put
hand.
their brain on your thought process.
Yeah, exactly. Without holding their hand and without saying, So that's that right there. And he took a
But
lot
688
of
was a fantastic movie.
But right. This is like a nice you can't come for him on this one. Because he really
It's well
he did his
executed,
thing
every
on
bit
this.
of it.
He executed this very nicely. And it's obvious.
I think because he was
Tyler
playing
Perry,
homage to something very important,
Exactly.
And I think Tyler takes that pretty seriously. I really do.
Very serious. It's no secret. Tyler Perry works well with women. He loves directing women, and that is his thing. That's his strength.
And this was his baby, because he found out, obviously we all know that, the land that his studio was on was a former,
plantation.
It was a plantation, but it was also wasn't a former Confederate something.
Yeah,
part
something
of it.
like that. Yeah.
It was a base, like sub base, like I think.
Yeah. It was like a Confederate base or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's been digging ever since he bought that studio. I think he's really been digging into the history. And what I love about this one is that it wasn't like a lot of the black male films.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just stupid comical either, like a lot of Tyler's stuff.
Yeah, like Tuskegee Man, the Tuskegee Airmen, with Lawrence Fishburne and them. That
still love it.
Yeah, I still love that. But like the other one they made years later, the one that Method Man was in, like I liked it, but it was like, what are y'all doing? Like y'all make and I have to say this: black people, black directors and black producers, when you're making period pieces, please make period pieces. Stop making period pieces and putting modern conjecture and
stop sheltering
dialogue
people so much
into it, and making people curse more than they actually did.
Yep.
It's like some of it is just not necessary. Learn how to write and to carry a story.
Well, they're trying to shelter you from some of the bad stuff, and at the same time, what they're doing is they're adding too much modern stuff while sheltering you from some of the bad. It's like it loses everything. It's like a modern day story of something that could have been that isn't.
And the bad stuff is there for a reason. Like it happened. That's the emotional part of the film. Is whatever
that's the part that's got to be remembered.
Yeah. Exactly. And Tyler checked all the boxes on this one. And that's all I got.
I'd agree. So 688's on my top 5 list. Just saying.
Yeah. It's definitely. And Kerry Washington really did a really good job.
Yeah, and I really think when she stood up on her soapbox to tell him to get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe she was crying for real. I don't think that was acting. I really think those women were giving her some kind of applause and just made it. I don't know. It feels like Tyler made that a moment. Like that was one of the.
It was supposed to be an epic moment. It was definitely.
Yeah, that was a key
deliberate.
moment. And what's his face? What's that white guy's name? The guy that played the general. I keep forgetting his name. Every show he plays in, he was good. When he was in Breaking Bad, he was dope as the police officer because he always plays like a police officer or a cop or something like that, and he's really good at it. Like and he's really good at portraying being a racist jackass. And
Generally, right?
Yeah,
Because he's a good actor. Period.
yeah. He's an excellent actor, and I anything I see him in, I watch it because I know it's going to be good because he's a standout in it. And wow, man, there was so many parts of that movie was just so it just stuck with you after the movie was done. You just sit there and just think back on everything that you saw. And like the only thing that I will say that was a little cheesy was that and it was unavoidable. It was unavoidable is when they found mail from homegirl's her love interest.
Yeah.
When she found when somebody came across the mail. I just found it funny that it was homegirl that found it.
Yeah, that was a little long, right?
Yeah, because she's a jackass. I did not like her. I didn't like her until she started singing at the
She did her
funeral.
job then.
Yeah.
That's right. And then she delivered. So yeah, it was sounds good. So let's actually no further ado. Let's go ahead and start running down some of what we're talking about them.
So I couldn't help but to dive into it. It was just appropriate timing.
No, I appreciate it. No, it's all good. So let's start with our best. We already I know 42 just said, this one's on this is gonna go on his list, right? Top 5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Top 5 films of this year of 2024. 42. Let's stick with you. Why don't we start off with you?
Well, I also
if you'd
I can
like.
bring myself back in. Did you watch? I've been watching a lot of like Netflix films and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you watched. Did you watch? Speaking of period films, a matter of fact, did you watch Damsel by any chance? Very good example of how to do it properly. Thank you.
Yeah,
very good example.
And Millie Bobby Brown produced that too.
Yep,
she was a producer on that.
My man, quick on the checkbox. Woo! Yeah, that's definitely in my tops as well. Like I had a hard time swallowing it at first as something that I liked, but I did like the Godzilla Kong, the New Empire movie.
Oh,
even though I had a hard time swallowing it down at first because it had a lot going on that was very much out of context. But once you go through it and you get to the end, you go, "Oh, I could reabsorb this if I go back over it." It's just they crammed a lot into a couple hours, a real lot. So,
that's what people I think keep forgetting. That's what a Godzilla movie is.
Yeah, it's all about that. Mothra was pretty cool. Like everything in it was really good. I think the character building was well done. That it was kind of weird to see Kong so intelligent, like so crazy intelligent. But it worked.
He was kind of smart in the first one. Kong always had some sense.
Yeah, he was compassionate. He had that.
Yeah,
Kong always had some sense.
He had empathy, or always. Even in the Japanese versions of Kong, he was still, he was still smart, and he was a good combatant. Like
that little baby Kong, I wanted to slap that thing senseless.
That was annoying. That was annoying. That
It was. So
Okay.
like
What else you
some
got?
of mine are also series like Arcane. As far as animated series, like I chose Arcane. I tried to choose things from different categories.
Yeah.
I think Arcane was amazing for an animated series.
Yeah.
Talking about adults needing something too and something animated, I think that's like really, really good kind of sci-fi feel. Very,
Yeah,
very good vibes.
Yeah, that and Blue Samurai.
I actually, despite really, again, the fact that it wasn't canon, I really enjoyed The Last Airbender also because the first movie was horrible. The first live action movie was just absolutely terrible. Slow motion boulder lifting, like stuff that was just ridiculously bad. And then this rewrite and doing it in a series like this delivered, I think, much better. So I put it in my categories of my top things, even though it was a series. Even though it was kind of ongoing, but 2024 did deliver that to me just the same. And I think they did a really good job. I think it was underrated for what it was. I think people were too busy trying to rip apart how perfect it is compared to the cartoon that they didn't pay attention to how well they really did making this series. They did a really good job.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up. What do you
La Palma is the other thing I like.
What was it?
La Palma. It's another series on Netflix.
Oh, another series. I missed that one.
That's when you should look. On my bad things was like Madam Web, Uglies, Platform 2. Like the first one wasn't bad enough. I mean, let's torture me with the second one.
Lord have mercy. That's funny.
But you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of like, I really had to. Oh, what was that? Let's see that. Wait, do that again.
No, that shouldn't happen.
That freaked me out.
That was a mistake.
It was like a horror film for a second.
That was a mistake.
Yeah. So films, best films. So that's your list?
I think that's pretty much what I got on there right now. That's like what I'd recognize. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Kev, what really stuck out to you this year?
Long Legs.
Yeah,
that movie was
I agree. It's on my list as well.
Man, that movie was unexpectedly good. Like you walk into Long Legs.
I didn't know what to go with. Yeah, I went into it not knowing what was going to happen.
Exactly.
And it was really well.
I mean, it literally
together.
had you. Well, I'll say it literally had me sitting on the edge of my seat. I was like, "What in the?"
It was a true thriller.
Yo,
you know, in its sense, and it really gave me, at least I'll say, Silence of the Lambs vibes. You know that same.
But
type
beyond
of
that, it went. I think it went a level deeper than Silence of the Lambs as far as
it was creepier. It was creepier to me.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs was so fascinating because you have the Hannibal Lecter character, but then you have that. Then the creepy part of Silence of the Lambs was obviously the killer. You know.
Yeah.
You know, to this day, I
call him Mr. Tucker.
Right. Yeah, Mr. Tucker. The Tuck rule. Yeah, when he did that, I still scare my son and send that clip to him just to
that was
my son
crazy.
Is 28 years old. He'd be like, "Yo, stop doing that, man." Send me that clip.
Creepy stuff.
Man, that was crazy. And that, how did they pick that song to go with that scene? Like you can't hear that song and not think about that dude swashing or whatever they call it, and then whatever.
It was yeah, that was crazy. So what else, Kev? You got long?
Man, I'm so mad at Regal because I went to go through my list of movies that I saw, because you know how you can look at your tickets, and because it's the end of the year, they wiped my thing clean.
Oh damn.
And I can't see any of my movies that I've seen during the year. So I'm like looking through I'm looking through a list and trying to re-put it back together. Oh, Trap. Trap was another one. Yeah.
Okay.
Trap was another one. I swear to God. I was like, how they gonna pull this off? Because this seemed corny as fuck.
You thought it's not on my list, but I did kind of make it an honorable mention because I thought it was very well done under the circumstances, and to be able to up until that point, when I think I pointed out, we haven't seen a lot of movies with like really big background actors, like a lot of background actors in it.
Mm-hmm.
And
and
those
this one
scenes
is
are
the
not,
epitome of background.
these scenes, those are not easy scenes to do. You got, essentially a stadium full of people, and even okay, you can always fake it when you're in the stadium and all of the crowd. That could be digitized. But the parts like in the hallways and bumping through people, like
Going
there was
through.
hundreds of extras in this movie.
Hundreds.
Hundreds of
The
extras.
breaks in between with people going back to the merch tables and
Yeah.
going to the bathroom.
Yeah,
And
and all of the different
even the
security.
people, even exactly all the security on the outside and the security on the inside and the behind the scenes security in the green room area.
Yep.
Like they bodied this. They bodied this. And listen, and hands down to M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, man. Cause I was a fan from Gate. As soon as she started singing, I was like, uh-oh, here we go. All right.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
they
And
put this
he like everybody, he caught some flack good cats that don't even make sense. Of course
for
you cast your
nepotism.
daughter. Yeah, so what? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I need a and he said in an interview, him and his daughter kind of came up with the concept of the movie together. So why not cast her? She's a pop star, right?
I don't understand why people have a problem with that. If she does the job well, what's the problem?
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's just like,
Leave her alone.
Yeah, exactly. Leave her alone. It's okay. So you had Trap. Anything else?
Oh, Smile 2.
Smile 2.
My jewel. My jewel and my crown of horror movies. I did not think a second movie, because I'm not going to call it a sequel.
Right.
I did not think a second movie, because I thought it was going to be a continuation to leave off where the last movie left off. They totally wiped whatever happened before.
All of that stuff, yeah.
Almost like it didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And then they brought you in with this new character, again, a pop star.
Yeah.
And a pop star on a rebound that's, dealing with her issues with drug addiction and, just loss and everything she's dealing with. And then you drop her dealer getting murdered right in front of her. Like, I just, this was the year. This is the year to me.
It's heavy stuff.
That horror came back. That horror made a good comeback this year. I mean,
there was some good
horror. I enjoyed Terrifier 3. That was good too.
Oh my God! I can't. Listen, and the only reason why I gotta say I can't is because I haven't seen 3 yet. I'm gonna.
Oh my God! I did. It was so good.
I'm gonna buy it this week. What I did was, when I was coming out of the movie theater from Westbury, there was a girl that was walking out, and she was like, "What are you here to see today?" And I forgot what I was there to see. She was like, "Yo, Terrifier 3 is bananas." I said, "What?" I said, "Terrifier 3." I was like, "They made a third one? What?"
That's funny.
And I already had my movie day set, so there was no way for me to switch it up. And I just never got.
It was bananas, though.
Yeah, yeah, and I think I'm gonna end my list with And nobody's gonna agree with me with this, but I don't care.
It's your list.
That's how you feel.
The first Omen. Yo.
Okay.
Yo, they did. I saw this movie 3 times in the theater. Well, twice in the theater and once at home on TV. They did such a good job of making all the characters line up for the first Omen movie. For the, you know what I mean, for the 1970 Omen movie.
The original.
The original Omen movie. Yo, the way they set this story up, and even like and the
I'm excited too, Madison.
Yo, they did the Catholic Church dirty in this movie. Because they made them the reason why the Antichrist is coming to bring more people into the Catholic Church. What kind of nonsense does that make? But I love, but I love the digs, man. I love the digs because it just made it like it did what it was supposed to do. It kind of smeared the Catholic Church a little bit, but it still stuck to the story of the narrative of the Antichrist being born, and that there was actually 2 babies. Spoiler alert for those who don't know. They were actually
don't know.
They were twins.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, they were twins that were born, and Damien was the one that the church kept, and they tried to burn the other baby and the mother, but the baby and the mother and another girl that was in the orphanage, they got out alive. Like it was like a cult. It was like a cult inside of the Catholic Church. Crazy.
Same thing. No, I'm kidding.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Whatever. Same thing.
So it was the Catholic Church. Okay. Yeah. Roman Catholic Church, basically.
If the Pope says you drink the Kool-Aid, you drink the Kool-Aid.
Period. Don't ask no questions. Drink it, and don't stop talking to me about his red. If we got grapes today, drink that.
That's right. And this is holy milk coming out of my.
I do like some grape drink though.
Right, this is holy milk coming out of my Johnson. Don't ask any questions.
My runner-ups, and 2 of them are Christmas movies, and one of them is not. Dear Santa with Jack Black. Yo, this dude delivers every time. This movie was hilarious. It was just good on every part. Even the 2 little kids. Yo, I listen. Yeah, the kid wrote the premise of the movie is that the kid wrote he wrote Dear Satan instead of Dear Santa.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Wow.
It happens all the time,
Freudian slip.
Yeah.
And it just takes you on a ride with. I don't even like Post Malone. This movie made me like Post Malone.
That's funny.
You don't need a Krampus anymore.
You said 2 was so what was the other one?
The other one was Red One. That was hilarious. Yo, they put
I
that
actually
together.
did like that. I thought that was kind of cool.
Red One was good. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they put that together. And my last one is Blink Twice. Man, oh man.
Blink Twice. Mm-hmm.
Man, what a ride. What a ride.
Good ride. Yeah, good. That's a good list, man. Solid list. A few of them I have as well. Ralph, are your list ready, or?
I need 1 second just to put this up here real quick, and then I'm gonna.
By the way, the Arcane animated thing is a League of Legends thing.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's funny that when you said we were doing this, I was going to an old notebook and I found my format when we used to do these things, right? And I called them the Ralphie Awards, and I'm going to say that the Ralphie Awards. So this is my list. This is my list, a little different, and I added a couple touches to it, right? My movie of the year is A Civil War. I think it's the best movie that was made this year. It's too
that was good.
Of what's about to happen in this country.
I loved it.
when I first I loved it. Right. The best sequel
Very
this
good.
year, Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, you tie in a old franchise, which is the Wolverine, with an old company to the new company with a more current character, and you blend it together like it was butter, just like guns and butter, baby, guns and butter. That's all I'm gonna say, guns and butter. The sleeper movie of the year, I'm going with Terrifier 3 because nobody saw that.
I do.
I'm saying
I agree. Terrifier 3 was fantastic.
Yeah, but nobody saw it coming. And then
Nope.
I mean, listen. When you go to movie theater and there's a sign that's saying, if you have problems in this movie, we can help you. It's like, what? Like,
yeah. Listen, if you have not seen the first two Terrifiers, I don't know what to tell you. It's the violence in these movies are just it takes it back to classic 80s gore.
Yeah, it's like 80s gore. Yeah, it's kind of like the Wizard of Gore and all those old movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like Blood Feast and all of those movies.
And I mean, I wasn't prepared for it. I mean, I like some horror movies. I'm not a big bloody kind of horror guy, but man, this was like, I was like, damn, they really doing them like that? Like, you really doing it like that? Like, you really doing it like that? So,
and like Madison mentioned, they're working hard on 4, which we're helping for.
Oh, I can imagine what 4 is going to be. I can imagine. All right,
I'm down with the sickness, man. I'm all over that.
Hey, I might have to go with that one. I might go. All right, the movie that ended, but I needed like 5 more minutes of it. That's Deadpool and Wolverine, because I kept saying I need like another character to come in here to just surprise me, like who's next? Is it going to be Ghost Rider? Is it going to be Punisher? Is it going to be Storm? So I needed like 5 more. I mean, 5 more minutes where they gave me that other character that just would have just popped up. Like, oh wow! So
that 4 will be the final part.
Yeah. The movie that you should have saw instead of seeing Inside Out 2, which is the #1 movie of the year, that's Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. That movie was so good, but it just did not click. Same thing with The Fall Guy. 2 great movies, they just did not click with people for whatever reason. I don't know why. Fall Guy I may understand because I think at some point when we get a little tired of Ryan Reynolds with the I'm just Ken, and it kind of seeped over in The Fall Guy. It was like a year apart, maybe, but 2 years apart, maybe it would have been better. But 2 movies I got slept on that you really should have went to go see. The movie I saw that I want a full refund back, even though I saw it as a matinee, that's the Killer Game with Batista, Dave, homie.
Oh, wow.
I've been giving you chances with your movies, bro, out that you actually star in. Listen. Stuber, I liked. Stuber was funny, right? But everything else that you make where you are the star, it's just been a letdown, and I don't understand why. If you're trying to be a romantic leading guy, you're trying to be a kick-ass action star, make up your mind, bro, and just be one or the other.
No, you know what?
Pick a lane. Pick a lane.
But
that one movie, I think it was last year. The movies where they were all assassins or something, and they all went to that lake house, or they went to that house in the cabin in the woods and shot it up. What's the name of that movie?
It was called The Cabin in the Woods, right?
Was that what it was called? Cabin in the Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was pretty. That was decent. But the other 2, like even though I like Stuber was a bomb, and the Killer's Game. I mean, my God, it was. I was like, what? So sorry, bro. Sorry. You really need to pick a lane and stick to it.
Called him a girl.
I was like, my God, it was horrible. You just need to pick a lane, dude, and stick to it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, you can't. Everything is not going to be. Everything is not going to be Guardians of the Galaxy, or it's not. But do something, man. Pick better roles. I don't know what it is, but do something.
I think that would have been a better. The better person would have been to play that as Captain America, or hell, even a Man of Steel. Could have pulled that off, and it'd been more. Shit, The Rock could have did it, and it could have been more comedic and more.
But see, that's the thing. It wasn't trying to be comedic. It was supposed to be this action movie, and it just wasn't. Like you play this hitman that finds out that you're dying. At least you think you're dying. You fall in love with this girl, so you put a hit out on yourself, only to find out that the doctor was wrong, and the person you put the hit out is not going to end the hit. So now you got to just kill all these hit guys when they come after you. The premise of it was like, okay, I'm with it, but it was just like this sad sack Batista, and I love Sophia Boutella, but she was underused. And then when my homegirl was in the movie, she played one of the lingerie killers, and she just got taken out real wimpish. What the hell, man?
Yeah, and also I think it would have been better if that would have been a fee, because these female action movies, even the ones on Netflix, the one with Keira Knightley, I forgot what the name of it is. I just finished watching it. There's been some great action, action spy thriller movies that the women are kicking ass in these things now. It's like
I agree.
It's like men who.
Agree.
It's like men who.
So, and you had some clips.
I got some clips. So
yeah.
So this movie that is so bad, I need to create a neuralizer to forget that I saw it.
Wow.
So in case some of you guys don't know,
You're gonna punish all of us with it too.
Sorry.
Yes, that movie is Joker Florida Do, which is Crap-a-do.
I told y'all not to go see that movie. I don't know why y'all did it to yourself.
Why'd you even go?
Because
didn't we talk about this a few episodes ago?
Wait a minute. I went to see it because it's Joaquin Phoenix, and I was like, okay, the guy was magnificent in the one. I like Lady Gaga. I want to take a chance, but the trailers didn't get me on that hook, and I was still like, okay, maybe they're saving some stuff for the movie, maybe not just giving you like little tidbits. And I was disappointed, literally disappointed.
They spilled everything in the trailer, and that was it. The whole movie was the trailer.
Yeah, the whole movie. It did not get good until 1 hour and 40 minutes into the movie. Then it went back to the real Joker that we saw.
Why was it 1 hour and 40 minutes long?
No. It's a shame though.
Yeah, it got good when it was time to get up.
It got good at the credits.
It started getting good about 1 hour and 40 minutes into the movie.
I knew the moment they said they would put in Margot Robbie in the movie, I was like, yep, I know what they're gonna do. And you know what?
Not Margot Robbie.
I mean
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. And I love Lady Gaga. I love all of her music. She's great. But as soon as they put her in this, and great actor, but as soon as they put her in this and replace Margot Robbie, I'm like, they don't understand the dynamic between Joker and Harley Quinn. And to do this, you're not. Lady Gaga is not capable, or and maybe with another director, maybe if they would have went with another script that wasn't a sing along. I mean, the way y'all talked about it, there should have been words at the bottom of the screen with a dot bouncing on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where they made the mistake.
Now that would have been entertaining. Come on now.
Right. The songs are supposed to advance the story. Like the songs didn't advance the story. And I said out of all the stuff that I have faith in Lady Gaga, because I thought she was cool in the house of Gucci, right? But what they should, if anything, when they had Lady Gaga, when they did Lady Gaga in that one, when she's talking to the Joker in the jail, that's when she should have did Bad Romance. She should have did her own song because it would have fit perfectly with her doing Bad Romance, and you just blew it. So I don't know, I don't know, but.
I wouldn't have liked
but
that.
Fortunately, the one good thing is that there will not be a Joker 3. That's the one good thing I can say. There will not be a Joker 3. Right? It's called Batman 2. It won't
no, my screening there won't be.
The movie that I saw that was so bad that I need to burn the damn theater down for even showing it. That's Madam Web. No explanation. It just is what it is.
Yeah, nothing. No, move on. Move on. What's next?
Right. The movie that got jerked at the last minute is Blink Twice for two reasons. One, I was interested when it was going to be called Pussy Island. I was like, you cannot put a movie theater called Pussy Island Theater. But
yes, they most absolutely could have. I would have ran to the theater at that point.
But then the whole Puffy thing broke, and I was like, that's the end of this movie. Because now what you had on screen may be real in real life, and now it was just a wrap. It was just a wrap. Sorry, Zoe. Sorry, Zoe. You know.
But listen, I don't care. She directed the good googly boogies out of that movie.
She gets the Newbie of the Year award for me.
I'll give her that one.
Director. She directed that. She did a really good job. Her first directorial debut for a film.
Although it did lead to her engagement breaking up. But hey, I don't know what happened.
Well,
I don't know what
happened.
Took
one for the team. She got a chance to have her fiance in it, and he helped. He helped.
That's okay. She won't be single long. She won't be single. That's all I can say.
No, she won't.
Not single now.
Allow myself to reintroduce myself. I thought about this long and hard. I said Alien Romulus.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There's a lot of us out there that didn't like Prometheus or Covenant, right?
I like those too.
I like them too, but there's a mass that did not like them.
The fandom for the
didn't like them.
That's a whole
Alien Romulus, man. When you just saw a trailer and they said run and the door came final with all those face huggers, you was like, I'm hooked. And that wasn't the best part of the whole movie. The movie was excellent. It just gave me the whole I'm back in that. I need Ripley to show up, say, "Get away from her, you bitch." I need that right now.
And the kid said it. And the kid said it. Yeah. The kid said it. Get away from her, you bitch.
I loved it. If y'all didn't see it because of Prometheus or Covenant, it's on streaming right now. Go check it out.
Yep. Check it out. And I the funny thing is, Ralph, when it came on streaming, because my daughter didn't get to see it in the theater, I did. So I buy the movies on streaming so she could watch them at home. And when it dropped, it was $30. I was like, what? I was like, nah, B, you bugging. I love this movie.
They're making it all on one sale,
I am not paying $30 for this, and I ain't got no. I don't have no box. I don't have nothing I could touch for $30. Nah,
it was cheaper to go get the Blu-ray.
And that was the only thing. So I just waited till it dropped down to 24, and it did in about 3 weeks, and then I bought it. Man, it was
good.
Yeah,
good movie.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
And
now
go ahead, Ralph.
I had to change this one because the original one said the movie that I would have seen instead of banging the hot Aunt May. So I can't say that no more because in last Spider-Man she died. So we're changing this to the movie that I would have seen instead of banging Priyanka Chopra. Y'all know I like Priyanka Chopra, right? So Priyanka heard that and she sent this.
Got you thinking about it, Said I got you thinking. Oh baby, woo baby, oh baby. Said I got you thinking.
Yeah, she got me.
That was cut scenes from Baywatch. That's what should have been in Baywatch.
That is not in Baywatch.
Walking around, I know. Instead, that's what should have been in Baywatch. Instead of her walking around in a goddamn business suit the whole time on the beach.
Right. So
that was a Nick Jonas move there.
Yeah, that was a cock blocking move, but she made up for it. Yeah. So I had to think about it. Say, okay, that's why I got to say thinking about it. I'm thinking, and for this one, I'm going to say Wicked, only because I saw the play, I love the play, and when they said they were going to do it with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, I was like, y'all can't fuck it up. You can't fuck it up. You didn't mess it up.
But with those two, how could you? Listen, I did not realize how vocally acute Ariana Grande was until this movie came out.
Well,
And
I knew she could sing.
Let's make no mistake. Ariana Grande is one of the premier talents of right now because she is truly a triple threat. I mean, she's a really good singer, and she can act, and she's very talented as far as her acting ability, especially in comedy more than anything too. You know, but you gotta remember she started on those type of shows with Nickelodeon and all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
But
she's one of them. Yeah.
But the reason I said that is because I was talking to somebody that said, listen, I saw Weekend on Broadway. The only person that I remember is the one that played Elphaba, which was Jessica Voss. She played, she was magnificent. So I'm like, that's a pretty big shoe to fill. And I think Cynthia certainly fills it.
Who was didn't originally
it was Idina Menzel that played her.
Yeah, Idina Menzel
right.
who played right? Yeah.
Right. She originally played her.
She's the one who did, and she sung the Defying Gravity and all of that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and like I said, Jessica Voss, big shoes to fill doing Idina Menzel. And now Cynthia Erivo, same thing, big shoes to fill. But now you're doing it in a movie where you have so many chances if you mess up to do it over again. Those two had one shot. You couldn't mess it up. You had to get it right. So
you did it.
You did it, and you did a damn good job. She's probably going to win an Oscar over it. I think it really is hers to lose. But
I
think it's Cynthia's to lose. I don't think that you're going to find anything else. Unless it's going to be a sympathetic award going to Amy Adams, which is like a sympathy, like, oh, for all your years of service, you finally going to give you an Oscar. I don't see that happening. I don't think you're upsetting Cynthia Erivo, but who knows? Oscars is fickle. Don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
So I really think it's going to be, I really think it's going to be the Ariana Grande, or should I say, the Cynthia and Ariana show this year, from the Golden Globes to going all the way through to the Oscars.
See, I had thought that too until I saw Amelia Perez, and listen, I'm saying this today, December 30th. Don't sleep on Selena Gomez. Don't sleep on Selena Gomez for that supporting actress. And Zoe Saldana. Don't sleep on the two of them.
Yeah. They've been Zoe Saldana, man. I mean, she continues to impress me. Like, I don't even dislike her anymore because for a while, her colorism thing. That had me feeling a certain kind of way. Every time I saw her, I would be like, "Damn, why you have to be like that?" And then she'd do something, and I'd be like, "God damn!" Or I get an itching to go back to watch Colombiana, my favorite movie by her, by the way. And man, and then The Lioness came out. I was just like, "Whoa, this woman emotional range is great."
She's more than just a CGI person. She puts it in. She puts it in.
She's always had good range.
Yeah.
And for the record, I'm gonna say to everybody, y'all gave her especially Black America gave her a hard time about the movie. Not Ella Fitzgerald. What's her name? The lady that had to end up going
Maya Rudolph. Maya Rudolph's mom.
No. It wasn't Maya Rudolph's mom. It was the other lady, the dark skinned lady. Oh, God damn it! Why can't I think of her name?
Nina Simone.
Yeah, Nina Simone.
Yeah.
Yo, she bodied that. She did a very good job on that. And granted, yes, okay, they could have got somebody darker. Maybe they could have got what's her face? That beautiful Black woman. What's her name? The singer, the R&B singer.
Oh, the singer.
What's her name? Wes.
Her?
No, not her. No, this is
Jones?
before. No. This is way back before her. India Ari. A lot of people said India Ari should have played Nina Simone, and
that would have been good.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But it didn't happen. Zoe did it. Give her props, because This girl is out here. That woman is out here killing it.
Yeah.
Killing.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, and what was the
What else,
movie,
bro?
Ralph? What was the movie that what's it, Jenna Ortega? You said played in.
Jenna
What,
Ortega?
Mr. Whatever.
Well, who was the girl that you said?
Mr. Miller's girl or something like that?
Yeah. No, I said not Zoe Saldana. Zoe Kravitz. For Blink Twice. I don't. Beyond that, I don't.
Okay, so what else you got, Ralph?
All right. So beyond the rest of my top 10 of the year, beyond what I missed it, I put Dune Part 2. I did like Dune Part 2. Inside Out 2. A Quiet Place Day 1. I really like that one. Bob Marley's One Love, which was slept on. A lot of people didn't see it, but you should have saw it. That was really, really good work. Saturday Night, about Saturday Night Live. Again. And now I got to throw it there. Nosferatu has got to go into that list as one of the best of the year. It really is. It really, truly is.
Yeah. All right. That's what's up.
Nosferatu for the win. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Nosferatu for the win.
Yeah.
I think I'll say top 5 films for me. I got a lot of what you guys have. Blink Twice was on my list because I just thought it was I didn't know what to expect with it, and I thought it was finally something that was, especially for a new director, that was somewhat a little different. So I was cool with that. The Substance I really enjoyed. Demi Moore. I thought that was way better than what. I think I have. It's funny. I put Nosferatu and I haven't even seen it yet. Just because.
Yeah, but you've been anticipating for a while, like me.
I was supposed to be there. I was in the hospital instead of at the.
Yeah, me and you were on that anticipation for a long time for that movie. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I did. And just for the record, I did go Christmas night to go see Nosferatu.
No.
Yeah, after Christmas all said and done, I went the very night, and it was packed.
Exactly
I was surprised how packed it was for that night. I was like, wow, a lot of people.
Exactly the night I was gonna go. Long Legs, as Kevin mentioned, I thought Long Legs. I mean, I haven't been to a theater and felt that creeped out in a while. Creeped out, but also adrenaline almost. I haven't watched a movie like that where it made you anticipation was killing you. It was nice build up stuff and it was creepy. Nicolas Cage gets the nod for me. I mean, he really he did his thing in that movie. And of course I have I gotta go with Deadpool and Wolverine because it really Deadpool and Wolverine really nailed home everything. And, Marvel, like we said, has been taking some hits lately.
Yeah.
They've been taking it, and Deadpool and Wolverine really kind of, play Marvel Jesus.
Yeah, like y'all take that. No Diddy when I say that, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Sorry, coughing over here, but yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. Bought everything home and got the nailed everything. Gave you the fan service, gave you the story. It set up the rest. It pretty much kind of set up the rest of the MCU movies going forward in a way. Not each movie, but the tone on which they're gonna go with, because it's the multiverse saga still, right?
Yeah.
It also gave opportunity to resurrect some things that, now people are anxious to see. They're bringing Chris Evans coming back again. He may actually play Johnny Storm again when he comes back. Blade. Everyone's talking about Wesley Snipes. That was
Poor
one of the
Mahershala.
biggest cameos.
I know.
Yeah, Mahershala, you might as well wrap it up, bro.
Yeah. Poor Mahershala. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Sorry, Mahershala.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He
Pack it in, brother. Pack it in.
Does Herschler? Wait a minute. Who got jerked worse, Henry Cavill or Marshall Ali?
No, I mean, I'd say Cavill got jerked worse because he made it. They kind of made a fool of him with him talking about he was coming back and all that stuff. And
they made a fool of him and The Rock, and that's something
Yeah.
you just don't do.
Yeah. He got jerked worse because Mahershala, they never actually got started, really.
Yeah, they just had him walk. They just had him walk out on stage.
Right, he's preparing, and there's still, I mean, it's still hope for that. Like Cavill's done, but there's still hope for people that may want to see him.
Well, Cavill's done in the DC universe, but he'll probably be coming to the MCU.
Yeah, exactly. So, but Deadpool and Wolverine really did it there. My TV series that I had, Tulsa King, The Boys, Dexter, Original Sin. I'm into that now. The Gentleman was really good.
Yeah.
That was on Netflix. And I had to put X-Men 97. I mean, it was very well written. It gave you once again, it checked all the boxes. It brought you back to who wasn't a fan of the X-Men show, the X-Men animated cartoon? But it was you as adults, we got to see this show the way
it's supposed to have been done.
Yeah, the way it was supposed to have been done. Yeah,
they did. He did his writing, and this is where Marvel screwed up. Marvel fired another person. Now listen, if the allegations against this dude, the alleged allegations against this dude, for whatever they're saying he did in the office, if he did that, then he deserves to be fired. But if it was some BS that you could look past, and it's just a bunch of egos being hurt, you know what?
Yeah.
Y'all screwed up, because that dude wrote this X-Men exactly how the comic book was in the 80s. It was very
the way it was supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah. The X-Men
it was just story just really went out. It really played out nicely.
Yeah.
It played out nicely. Definitely my worst films. We all know top of that list is Joker, Folie à Deux. It should be Fully a Doo-Doo. That's what it should have been called.
Full of crap.
Yeah, that's funny. I guess that's why I don't have no bad. I guess that's why I don't have no bad movies this year, because I didn't see them.
You just avoided the bad movies, yeah. You didn't torture yourself like we did.
Did you watch Madam Web?
I did. Yeah, that was the only one I did watch.
There you go.
Okay, so Madam Web is the worst movie probably almost ever.
Really is.
Without a doubt. Without a
almost
doubt.
ever. But Joker was the biggest disappointment.
That's quite a break-in she had right there, huh? A bad break-in there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So then you have so I have obviously Madam Web, I have Joker. The Crow. The Crow was garbage. I hate to say it. I like Skarsgård. The story, once again, I will keep saying this, people. Good actors cannot save bad writing. The Crow was very badly written, poorly written. So Skarsgård and whoever else was in that, they couldn't save it. So
do you think? I don't think it was that it was poorly written. I think that the movie was just rushed too fast.
which is means poorly written.
I mean,
they
the
had a
pacing.
concept and they went with a concept instead of an
Yeah.
actual story. Is my
Come on,
vibe.
you guys
Yeah,
had
the
30. You guys
pacing.
had almost 30 years to figure out how to redo another version of the Frog. I mean, come on, how
I mean,
what you did,
because
31?
some of the
How
action
many people are
sequences
willing to
were
die to
dope.
make a good movie?
But listen, you funny. You that was
That's
wrong.
funny.
That was wrong. Okay, made a good movie. You got a bullet for me?
We'll make this movie great.
Did it. That's the Daffy Duck on it. I know, but I can only do it once.
Right?
Yeah.
Had to add that, just couldn't help it.
Unfortunately, I have 3 Marvel movies on this list.
But continue by all means.
That is Madam Web. That is
Joker.
No, not Joker. That's DC. What's his name?
Venom.
Venom was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
And of course, Craven. And Craven was bad.
Oh, you know how I felt about that when we discussed
I
this.
refuse to believe that Craven was bad.
It was bad, bro. You can refuse all you want to not believe it. It was
Monkey
bad.
do it.
It was bad. I mean, like I said, we've repeated this a couple times in the shows. Aaron Taylor Johnson wasn't bad. He's convinced me
because he looked
Craven.
like Craven.
He convinced me of being the character Craven, but that's all.
The movie sucked. The whole series sucked.
Terrible. Yeah. The
CGI was interesting, but there was no continuity to any part of the story whatsoever.
CGI was terrible. See, I'm like,
it had some interesting stuff, but it didn't fly right. It just was bad.
Some of those characters didn't even look rendered. I mean, they were, I guess, but they didn't look like they were.
It was EverQuest 2.
Yeah, and I mean, the guy playing the Rhino, I'm like, what is going on? Like, what
I always thought that was a bad idea. There is no way, unless you get a guy in a suit running around in a Rhino suit.
Which was always ridiculous to me in the first place. I think the Rhino, I mean, Spider-Man has some really quirky villain characters that I think they only exist to be made fun of by Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
right.
The Rhino is one of them in my opinion, along with the Shocker. Those guys.
The Shocker was dope. The Shocker was dope.
No, I mean the Shocker was
But you know what? He was better. The Shocker was better in the cartoons than he was in the comics.
But I mean, even in the cartoons,
that's one thing I can say.
Spidey, even the cartoons is like, oh geez, look at this get up.
Look at this clown, right? Exactly.
He said, what do they call? He said, what do they call you? The cushion?
That's what he looked like. That's what he looked like.
He looked like a pen cushion.
Yeah,
his suit looked like a pen. He's like, so what are they calling you? The cushion? The Shocker. And they even made fun of it in No Way Home. I mean, Homecoming. He's like, oh, you Shocker, you shock things. He's like, oh, you're the Shocker, you shock things. And he's like they really kind of made fun of what.
The one character, and I'm glad that they didn't do, and I hope they never do, is the Scorpion, because the Scorpion only looked good in the cartoons. I don't see how you can make that work in live action. I mean,
they might be able to, but
please don't.
They made the Lizard work. Why not?
Please don't. Please don't.
Yeah, right.
I say do. I mean, like at this stage now, you should be able to be making the Scorpion look good. I mean, don't pull the crap of him having a costume with a hood on it that looks like a snake head.
And don't give him his own movie.
But you know what?
Don't give him his own movie. No.
Can we also keep it a buck? Just to say that Sony is only doing those movies so they can keep the Spider-Man character cash cow coming in.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. That's why they're doing it. But
if they were smart, and we've said this about 300 times on this show, if they were smart, just give the thing to Disney and collect your piece of the check.
Nah,
It's
you
an
know what?
easy check.
No. I actually saw a video explaining that, and I understood it before. No, if you're Sony, you do not want to do that. You do not want to just give something to you can't give Marvel
give it.
what
But he
Spider-Man
just
is
basically
worth.
saying make them
Oh,
take.
okay. Let me
Let them take the.
let me put it in a different way. Then, when I say give it, I don't mean like give back. I mean, which I wish they would just give it back.
Basically do what you did with the Spider-Man movies. That's what
Yeah,
they did. They
yeah,
let Marvel take the wheel,
yeah,
but they
exactly.
still collected their checks, and they
Yeah,
still,
like
whatever. Like they let
yeah,
Marvel take the wheel as far as the storytelling goes, and that's what
like
they did when it came. Because technically, Marvel chose. They casted um what's the young man's name?
Tom
Spider-Man?
Holland.
Tom Holland, but that had to go through Sony. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And all of that stuff, Sony just basically said, okay, let's see if it works for you. You take the wheel, we'll still produce it and do what we do, and let's do this as a more of a joint venture as opposed to a Sony in association with Marvel. Let's do it as let's bring it into the MCU. Boom, $1 billion. Why is this even rocket science? Why is this a hard
Because
thing to
because
do?
they
no, well, let's just take
because
5 minutes to
doesn't
talk
get
about that.
because Sony don't get that $1 billion. They get a piece of it, right?
Yeah,
Well,
Whereas
they
they
get a
get a piece of it.
they get a good piece of it,
They get a
Sony,
big
Sony
piece
do,
of it.
and they wouldn't have got it without Marvel.
No, but when they go off and they do these Spider-Man spin-offs, right? They still make
lose
a crap.
money.
No, they still make
No.
a crap ton of money. They still make a crap ton of money, right?
Because they make them for cheap.
Because they're
No,
not
they ain't
spending
cheap.
money on production. Maybe
I'll get
there's
that
no
one.
way that they make. I don't agree with that. There's no way that they make a crap ton of money on these movies. These movies are failures. They're box office failures.
But wait a minute. They remember box office failures in the U.S., but when you start throwing the international money in there, that's where they. I think they said that the Spider-Man, they just counted Madam Web, Morbius, and the Venoms. They still coming out at close to $500 million.
Overseas.
So no.
Well, because a lot of people over there
and
putting their faith in our industry and hoping that they're going to
$500
deliver
million.
something.
You talk about $500 million combined. Not
that's
each.
But that's very true. But
that's not making money.
That is not including what you make with that Spider-Man Into the Spider Universe movies. That don't even count that one. That's just the spin-off from the live action.
No.
So $500 million is $500 million.
No, bro. I understand what you're saying, but $500 million over 4 or 5 movies, that is not a profit, bro.
No.
You $500 million. All right, Madam Web made $100 million worldwide. That's how much it made. I guarantee you the budget was over that just to make it. Only because things are just expensive, not because it was so elaborate and this, that, and the other. They had to spend over $100 million to make it. Right?
When I find that video, I'm gonna find the video that I saw that touched on this very same subject. I'm gonna put this in our chat room. I'm gonna find the video that touched on this very same subject. And when they started breaking it down, then it come clear why. Although once again the fans may say, "Well, just give it back to Disney and let them work with it." It brings you too much cash for you to sit there and say,
No, it's more to me. It's more of a cash potential than cash itself.
Yeah,
because it's a valuable property. So
and
of course,
I guarantee you, they made more.
It's not a good business move to give that property up without whatever. But the bottom line is, if you want to make $1 billion, you're gonna have to start compromising, because You've proven
that you are
there's
not
never
capable.
been there has never been a Spider-Man movie that made $1 billion under Sony that wasn't overseen by Marvel. So they've proven that they can't do it without them. So you might as well go ahead and just do a really good deal. Marvel is not, they already know. Of course, they would love to get back. And of course, fans, yeah, let's give it back to them. We know business-wise that's not a good move. But let's make some real money. And not just make some real money. See, this is the difference with the MCU and other studios. They actually want to make good movies. They don't just want to make money. They want to make good movies. They want to. They don't always make good movies, but
they have the intent. Correct.
Yeah, they want to. You know, the fact that they came up with this idea to do all of these, they didn't want to make good movies. You could tell in the writing. They
just wanted to get it out quick.
Who actually sat at the table?
I can agree with that.
What'd be a great movie? Madam Web. Who actually said that?
I'll tell you who said it. Avi Arad said it. That mother sucker. I hate him. I swear. Lord, forgive me.
Web.
Lord, forgive me. I know it's not right to hate a human being, but every time he sticks his foot in something, it gets messed up. He's the raisin.
Female one,
he's the raisin
that kind of took over. What's her name? She was his partner.
Yeah. She's always been
kind
there.
Of running it now. Yeah.
But he still has input. He still has input. It's very little, but he still has input. He's the raisin in the potato salad.
Yeah, I think that yeah.
I'm looking at the opinion. I'm looking at the opinion of Monkey in the room.
Yeah.
If you see, like they didn't stick to the storyline, and the multiverse, as we've talked about, has definitely been a mess.
Yeah, it has. And so this, I said Madam Web could have been a fabulous movie. Well, it's possible, but it all starts with the writing.
The trailer made you want to see it, but then it was so disappointing.
Yeah.
And then they gave you this illusion that Felicia Hardy, who else? I don't understand how the black suit Spider Woman was there, because she didn't happen until Secret Wars with that suit. So I don't understand that. Because she got her suit. She actually got her suit before Spider-Man in Secret Wars.
Yeah. Yep. Hey Reese, thanks for dropping in. We love you. Happy New Year. Be safe out there.
Bless.
Yeah. Let me tell you, man. So that I have that. So now I'm just gonna run down real quick. So I got my most disappointing film of the year was Joker. Most definitely. I just thought because of and once again, I didn't think Todd Phillips would drop the ball like this. He really did. Joaquin Phoenix is Joaquin Phoenix. He's gonna deliver a good performance. It's just the singing and all that stuff. That's not his fault. That you got to blame the director for that, right? So that was disappointing. Sleeper of the year for me was Blink Twice. I didn't think it'd be that good. And I kind of honorable mention for me was Trap. I thought I didn't know what it was going. I have my love-hate relationship with Shyamalan. So I wasn't sure what to I wasn't sure what to expect with Shyamalan. I go every time I go to an M. Night Shyamalan movie with a smile on my face, I come out with a frown. So
you come out mumbling. It ain't a frown.
And a handprint right in the middle of your forehead.
You come out mumbling.
Right, I'm ready.
Just slapping your shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm ready to snuff. I'm ready to snuff somebody when I come out. Like it's bad. Go back to the days when niggas used to put the hoodies
Yeah,
on
Blink
and just
Twice
snuff
was better than
somebody.
it should have been. That's a true story. It was really good.
Yeah. Most underrated film for me. I would say underrated, but once again, surprisingly good was Red One. I thought Red One was really done well. I didn't know what it was going to be. At first, I was like, this is going to be kind of crazy.
It looked hokey, right?
But it looked really hokey. But I was just like, now, one thing I will say as well, it's actually, I had to cut it off for my 4-year-old. It's not for little kids.
Oh no! No!
Yeah. I did not know. I had to cut it off for her.
Unless you're a bad parent like me.
Yeah, I had to keep watching it on my own because she was like, "Whoa, what's the things?" First of all, it had way more profanity in it than I thought it would have, and it was a little darker than I thought it would be too. But I definitely thought that was I definitely thought that one was good. My most anticipated film was Nosferatu. Unfortunately, I was in the Nosferatu hospital. So the Nosferatu hospital. So I think it was that.
I was so mad.
You got the Nosferatu flu.
Yeah, exactly. I got the Nosferatu flu.
Buddy, me and Wes both were in the hospital. I got out Christmas afternoon. I got discharged Christmas afternoon.
Yeah, we were all sick in the hospital. What the heck? What a Christmas.
2024 was rearing its head, man.
It was crazy because when I checked in with Wes like last Monday and he says, no, I have to postpone it. He has no idea. I was like, thank God. I am so like beat up right now.
Yeah. And then we got so I have those. And I like to honorable mention Nick Cage performance wise. My performers of this year, Nicolas Cage for Long Legs, Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice. I think he played
he bodied
Trump
that
very well. He bodied that. Demi Moore in the Substance. Thought she did well. Yeah, man, and that's like I said, that was it. I did say my TV shows was Tulsa King, The Boys, Dexter, Gentlemen. Yeah, I got all of them in there too. I didn't really see any bad TV shows because I did like Kev. I avoided the bad ones this time.
He didn't waste his life as much this year.
Yeah. I was something that I was pleasantly surprised to see was because I don't watch sitcoms that much anymore because ain't that many left. But Papa's House is pretty funny with the Wayans brother. Well, with Damon Wayans back on television. He knows how to do television, and he's with his son, Damon Wayans Jr. And they're on the show. Of course, Essence Atkins, stuff like that. I like seeing. They got Jeffrey, whatever his name is, the guy from used to be on the Cosby Show. So that's a pretty fun show to watch. But what I'll mention real quick on Dexter, the show Dexter, Original Sin. What I was saying was it's hard to please fandoms. We know that. They were able to, so far, it's not over yet, of what I've seen of it, they're able to kind of capture some of the essence of the original show. And they did it in the best way. They set it where it was because it's a prequel. They did really extensive casting to have actors play these characters that remind you of those characters, look like them, mannerisms, and the key element was they brought back Michael. What is his name? What is the guy's name? Can't think of his name. The original guy who plays Dexter.
Yeah.
They brought him back to narrate the show, so you still hear his voice, which makes
That's a
you
ripoff.
feel like it makes you feel like no, it's not a ripoff. It was brilliant.
No, they got that from Young Sheldon. That's a ripoff.
Well, I mean, it's not a ripoff. It's just a smart move, because you gotta give it, it's gotta be narrated, and I don't say they got that from Young Sheldon because they were doing that before Young Sheldon ever existed. He's always
I can't even with the Young Sheldon thing to begin with.
Yeah.
Well, no. The reason I'm saying that is it's not uncommon to have a character narrating something, but for a TV show to have a spinoff where you take it to your younger self, and you have the previous character narrating your younger self, which is what Dexter is doing. That was different. That's what Young Sheldon did.
Yeah.
Sheldon is old Sheldon is narrating himself as young Sheldon.
Yeah,
which is basically
that makes sense though. I mean, it makes sense. I
had never seen before
because you're using a bunch of actors, especially with Young Sheldon. You gotta, you going really young. Like this guy. This is going back. They had to cast a guy that kind of reminds you of Michael C. Hall. That's number one, and as a younger version. But they got a nice cast. I think it's a solid cast. They got that young man who's playing him. His name is Patrick Gibson. Christian Slater is playing the young version of Harry Morgan, who's the man who basically, was the cop that found Dexter when Dexter was a kid after his mother was murdered. You find out some exposition here, more backstory on that, because Dexter's mother was Harry's CI. She was his CI, and he kind of got involved with her. He had an affair with her too. And so when as we all know the story of Dexter as a child covered in blood, after his mother was murdered, we might actually see everything that leads up to that, going into it. And then of course Harry is the one that taught Dexter the code because he saw that Dexter had a bloodlust, right? So, you got Christine Milian is playing a young version of Maria Lagueta, who she does very well. The gentleman they got playing Angel Batista, he looks like the original guy who played Angel. Like he really is nailing it. Everybody in there, you're like, wow. You got Sarah Michelle Gellar in there. Patrick Dempsey is playing a character. He's playing more of a newer character, I think. Captain Aaron Spencer. I don't remember Aaron Spencer. I think and the kid who they got playing Masuka. And now Masuka is the character from Dexter. He's the weirdo forensics guy, bald head, Asian dude, or whatever, always creepy, flirting and saying creepy stuff all the time to women. This young guy that they got playing him, he has this kid down. He's got this guy down. It is so funny. He's still creepy. He's still, but it's, I think that, and then the funny thing is the opening, the exact same opening from the original Dexter, but with the new actors. With the new actors doing it. And it's just pretty interesting. Except little things. If you know the famous opening for Dexter, starts off with a mosquito on his arm and he swats the mosquito. And kills it. Then he just gives a little smile at the camera, a little smirk at the camera. In this one, at least right now, the first few episodes, he misses the mosquito. Because it's just like a little indication that he ain't Dexter yet. He ain't the Dexter that we all know from the show. So little things like that, they showed them when they're making the food and they're cutting the blood orange and all of the blood. And I think it was done very well. I'm enjoying it so far. I've watched like the first, I think it's been like 3 or 4 episodes, and just having Michael C. Hall's voice there as Dexter it was the right thing to do. So even if they did say, "Hey, let's do like young Sheldon," that was a smart thing to do, because having that voice, having that familiarity of the show is going to bring, if nothing else, it will hook and keep the faithful fans, that love the show. The ones that were disappointed by the Dexter show, that came after. So that's my list.
I just want to. I had one thing I did want to add. I forgot. I wanted to add my surprise movie of the year that was surprisingly good. Even though I do not condone and do not believe that we landed on the moon. I do not believe we've been to anything past the upper atmosphere. But Fly Me to the Moon was so well done, man. That movie was excellent. Man, that movie was good. I mean, it explained the fakeness of the moon landing and everything. Loved it. Even though they tried to twist it back, whatever. But that was my surprise movie of the year.
Yeah, that's cool. It's funny. It's like, I don't know what happened with that, Kev. I was so interested in seeing that movie, and then I lost the steam for me. And
really,
probably because once I found out that it really wasn't doing what I hoped it was gonna do in the movie.
I knew
really,
that
I wanted it to be straight exposing, man. I wanted it to be like, yo, listen, this is what happened.
They kind of sort of did that, but they flipped
they brought it back. Yeah,
they flipped it back.
Because I was like, they're not gonna let them make a movie like that. I'm like, come on, But before we go, is there a movie? What is the most anticipated movie? And when we come back in the new year, we'll talk more about the previews for the next year or for this year coming up. Anything that you're super excited about? We did see the there's been some trailers dropping. Oh, I do want to mention What If season 3 or whatever that is.
It's the bomb.
Yeah, it is really good. It came out. It's done. I think they're done making the What If movies. I mean, seasons now.
Yeah,
and they did a good job. It went out good. Went out with a bang.
they're thinking about they're thinking about bringing Storm. What's it called? I forgot what the name of the team is. But Storm with Mjolnir, and I can't believe I said it. I said it right. I said Mjolnir. Oh my God, I could never pronounce that shit. Looking at it in the comic books.
Yeah, it was well done. What If it was well done. I'm obviously looking forward to Thunderbolts. I'm looking forward to Thunderbolts. I'm not as looking forward to Captain America, but
I am. Yeah. I am looking
Terrified
forward to
that. Look for that.
Terrified 4. You're looking for? Okay.
I'm hoping our short film hits. I'm hoping.
Yeah, that would be great. And
that's my most anticipated movie of 2025. The one I'm in. That's
the one you're at. Hey man, plug it.
Dinner with the God Award. It's supposed to be out this year. 39-minute short film. Pretty excited about it. So.
Yeah, it's cool. Can't wait, man. Can't wait for that.
Man, I don't know what I'm looking for, because I'm like, obviously Wicked Part 2. I'm looking forward to that one. Well, I got one personal reason. I got two personal reasons, because a friend of mine, she's been doing some extra work out in Las Vegas, so she's going to be in F1 with Brad Pitt. She's doing a little thing in there, and she did about a week or so ago. She did this promo for the upcoming Lilo and Stitch movie out in the Raiders game.
Okay.
So for personal reasons, I'm looking forward just seeing her on the big screen. I'm like, it's gonna be a big deal. But I don't really. Yeah. There's nothing that I could sit there. Isn't that new Jurassic? Isn't the next Jurassic World coming out this summer?
Yeah.
I think that's coming
the
out this summer.
The Wolfman movie. I'm looking like that's coming out this next month.
Right, that could be
That
cool.
looks good.
That could be cool.
That Den of Thieves 2 looks pretty. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's the movie that I was thinking about. That's what I'm looking forward to in January.
We're gonna have to pull a group watch on one of these. Like we're gonna have to pull a time we all go to this.
Yeah, January 10th, Den of Thieves. And that Keira Knightley show that I was talking about on Netflix is called Black Doves.
Black Doves.
Black Doves, really good, by the way. Really, really good.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I think the one movie that
I want to see Wolfman.
If you haven't, by the way, if you haven't even looked at Arcane, like as far as animated, you should really look at
animated. The animation looks really awesome on that.
You gotta look at it. It's League of Legends. Can we even see a trailer? Is that something we can put up?
Yeah, I can find the trailer.
Because it's really dope, and I think it's underseen at this point. It's really, really good.
Oh, here's another movie I'm looking forward to, Freakier Friday.
Well, I'd be interested. I'm interested.
Yeah, because Freaky Friday was the bomb. That movie,
the
was
original
so
one first.
good.
Oh my god, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, that movie was so good. What else? Love Hurts.
Mission Impossible.
Love Hurts looks pretty cool.
Oh
yeah, the next Mission Impossible.
Yeah. I'm
This is
kind of
awesome.
interested in the Karate Kid. I'm seeing how you're gonna blend the two, the movie and the TV show together. It's kind of like,
Are they doing
Maybe.
that? That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
This though.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I
Let's
forgot.
see.
This is what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Ballerina.
Yes,
I want to see Ballerina.
Very much so. Very much
saying
so.
this is like John Wick 3.5.
Yeah, and John Wick is going to be. He's going to appear in the movie as well.
That's great.
He's in it.
That's
a lot.
great. Yeah.
I think this was an awesome
Oh,
series.
wow.
That's why I'm plugging it, because I thought it was so good. Like as far as an animated series, like it sucks you in. This is like very well
This is
done.
Arcane.
When I was a kid, me and my sister, we played a game where we pretended to chase monsters away. I'd say, no monster's gonna get you when I'm here. Then a real monster showed up. I have to find her.
The world's growing smaller every day. Up there on the surface, the topsiders are leaving the undercity further behind.
I believe I've discovered something incredible. A way to harness magic through science.
You don't understand what's at stake. Power doesn't come to those who are born strongest. It comes to those who will do anything to achieve it. Imagining yourself a hero. Then what are you waiting for?
More lives may be lost. The Undercity cannot be controlled.
Then we have to go in by force.
What have you done with my sister?
I'll give her your regards.
This cycle of violence will never stop. She's too far gone.
I have to try.
Thank you.
You've got a good heart. Don't ever lose it. Protect the family.
Some great animation.
Incredible storyline too.
Still, sisters.
Nothing is ever going to change that.
That's why it's in my top. I thought it was a fantastic series. Fantastic.
You know, America is always so behind. I don't understand why they could never pick up on anime. And anime is just getting better and better,
right?
And better. And the thing that's making it better is now these Japanese and these Chinese characters are no longer drawn with a European look. Like, if they have Japanese names, they look Japanese. They're not, they're it's oh man,
Well, you'll
anime is just
notice in Arcane, like they represented everybody. They definitely made
right.
sure that it was well rounded.
Yeah.
It's just very well done. There's very good taste. Very good taste.
Now here's my thing that I'm looking forward to, but I'm not looking forward to for next year. Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. Because Knives Out messed up the last one.
Oh yeah, with the glass.
Oh yeah, man, that first one was so damn good. It wasn't even funny. I was like, wow.
Yo,
I'm gonna play a little bit of the Wolfman trailer.
Someone asked about the movie.
I'm interested.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Hey. Ginger? Ginger, are you okay? Look at me. Look at me. Charlotte, are you hurt? Are you hurt? Are you okay? Hey, we gotta get out of this thing. Hey, no. Don't move. Climb up through the window right there. You can do it. You'll be okay. You okay? We have to leave right now. Run.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? We were in an accident.
Daddy, are we gonna die?
No, it's my job to protect you.
And we were attacked. I think my husband was infected. Mike.
Wow. Look at the lighting on that.
Daddy.
Daddy gone.
What's wrong with Daddy?
He got sick.
What is happening to me?
Can you understand me? Yeah. You're scaring me.
Back off! Please, Daddy's mean. Hurry, Mommy, he's coming.
Something.
Let me tell you something.
I want to see it in IMAX.
Let me tell you something. Agreed. Definitely want to see it in IMAX. The last 10, 12 years, how long has Blumhouse been in existence?
Well, they've been in existence for a while, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Can
10
anybody
years?
can anybody on this panel tell me a bad Blumhouse movie?
Not offhand.
Well, they've been rocking it pretty good from what I know.
They do a really good job. They're one of those things. Like, remember I said about Marvel, like they really like Blumhouse really wants to make a good movie. When they do horror films, like they really care about horror films. They want to give you that feeling that you got watching it back in the day. You know that
definitely has that 80s vibe to it with the Wolfman thing. It's pretty dope. I'm loving on it.
Dope. They're giving you that heart rushing blood pounding.
Not everything's pure gore. Yeah, it's good.
No, yeah, exactly. Pure gore is not always the way. It has its lane, but it's not for everything.
Sometimes it's the suspense of it, the pure horror of putting yourself in that position.
Let's not forget, people. Halloween hardly had blood in it. The original Halloween, it wasn't gory at all. You hardly even saw blood.
Suspense, thriller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what's up. So
amazing.
I'm done. Great year, guys. 42, man. I just want to once again thank you for joining us. You always, we really impressed with you, and sorry you were. Hope you're getting better because hope
you as well, my friend. This has been quite an ending.
Yeah, it's been a great year, and I want to say everybody to be safe out there. Whatever you plan on doing for New Year's Eve, be safe with it. Watch yourself.
Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid.
And going into
do stupid shit, win stupid prizes. Remember that.
Me, right? Yep.
Oh my God, I really love 42 because that is my bet. That is my number one saying.
You already know.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Exactly.
Every time.
So everyone
avoid the. I don't want the metallic bracelets. Sorry. I don't want the platinum bracelets.
Going into 2025, it's like, don't touch nothing. Just go. Just
don't touch anything.
Don't touch nothing. Just walk through it and let's get through it. All right, y'all. So we'll definitely come back next year and
next year.
Get it popping.
Do it all over again.
Yeah, do it all over again. See y'all next year.
There we go.
Don't you forget about me.